On first race in, well, you had a race last weekend with the Hubwat stage race or whatever it was called.
Yeah, yeah.
But do you race actually? Have you get the opportunity to race much?
I have done a few time trials recently, the last 6 weeks or so.
I was going to say, you've done the Merlin
That's right, yeah.
Classic Series.
So that's the only racing I've done with an eye on really preparing for this, just because those circuit time trials are as good as you get in comparison to this type of event. So I was hoping, that would fire me up for all this really, and the road racing has been a bit of a sideline. I've not done any road racing this year, and probably won't, I don't think. It's just not been a goal for me. But so I'd been doing those time trials to build up to this. I'd done maybe 4 races, plus the Watch Up weekend, so 5 races.
Yeah. What are the goals now? Because I'm speaking to a few people here, Ethan Vernon, Dan Bigham, and the Worlds in Scotland keeps popping up. What about yourself? Does that involve you at all?
No, it doesn't really.
That's a big shame.
I know. I'm not really upset about it at all. I think I'm just not in the line for it really. There's the competition at the top's just a step above where I'm at the moment, and I think I've just not let it pass me by, but I've just not seen it as a target. So this for me was a good target. I think the back end of the season I'll do some of the set distance time trials, the 10, 100, 50, those kind of ones.
All right, you're going for the VBAR.
Yeah, I think I'll try it, yeah. So that's the short term, what I'm looking at. But I've had a bit of a change of focus this year and realised that the days of trying to get I was here to try and get on the podium, but I wasn't expecting it. And I think the days of really targeting it that seriously are over now.
It was quite a stacked podium here, all pros. Obviously racing a lot more than what you are, so they've got a lot more depth on a hard day. Would you say today was a hard day with that wind?
Yeah, I would. I mean, because of the temperature as well, there's potential to cook. So the first lap, if you go too hard, it can really come bite you. But I think looking at my own race and the course, how it suited me, I think I wouldn't get much of a better course for me, to be honest. So I can't complain about that in terms of it was a flat threshold course, a few punches here and there, but generally it suited a rider like me. So I wasn't sitting here going, oh well, maybe there'll be a better day for it. But generally, I think I was 6th in the end, and looking at the podium spots, which is what I was looking for, is trying to get on the podium. There wasn't a quick win that I would have found to get me there.
Finally, do you think you'll return to the track at all, or just stick to?
I'd never say never. I do enjoy it. And
well, you were good at it as well.
Yeah.
Obviously suited your physique, your physical.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So maybe if I reach Christmas next year or the end of this year and go, oh, let's try and do nationals and see where I'm at, I wouldn't rule it out. But at the moment, I've just been thinking of short-term goals, and so yeah, I definitely wouldn't rule it out.
Yeah, and you're working full time now?
Yeah. So that's the major change really, and it's not so much of I didn't perform poorly here because of it, or because there's no crutch to lean on, but just mindset wise, just looking at other things really.
Well, I guess when you go back home you can compare the numbers and you can actually see how good or bad the ride was just simply by the data.
Yeah, and I think just by the training I've done and the way racing's been going, I don't have anything to complain. I'm not missing what I would have needed to perform better. I'm not sitting here going, oh Christ, if I'd only been full time. But obviously, the things that might make a difference are the level that these guys are racing at. I mean, Josh Charling's absolutely flown, and that's some ride he's done. So congratulations to him. And then I guess Connor stepped up, and even Charlie had a very good ride. I was impressed with Charlie. So he did very well.
He was in a podium position for a while.
No, absolutely. Who'd I miss there? Who was the third on the podium? Oh, Fred, of course.
Fred.
Yeah. Which I was kind of expecting him to be where he was, or well, maybe do better actually, but. He's still
these guys with all these grand tours in their legs.
Yeah. So I'll go back to just watching them on TV now.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, thanks.